For the 6th consecutive year, the Buckeye Central Lady Buckettes have made it to a regional. Last season they had high hopes but got upset in the round of 16. They look to go further and possibly make it back to date, but standing in their way, 21-4 Springfield, who has hopes of making a long tournament run themselves. We've got it coming your way live and free on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
It's Freedom Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
Nope.
Ooh, baby, 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 baby. Oh,
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Back layup good. Siesel for 3. Yes.
Woo.
Back out. 3 in the air. And there it is right there. Back out. Pifher will try for at least 3. Swish. What a move. Siesel again up. The lane scoops it in. Emily Siesel in the lane. Layup shot. Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Division IV Sweet 16 the Massillon region on the campus of Perry High School for tonight's first semifinal of two between the number 4 rated Buckeye Central Buckettes and Springfield. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi, alongside Hayden Gray, as we welcome you inside our pregame show tonight, brought to you by Civista Bank. And these two teams, Hayden, looking to move on to the Elite Eight. Buckeye Central, the Willard District champions, really didn't have much of a time getting through there, while Springfield coming in 21-4, the Mineral Ridge District champions. As we take a look at our team spotlight, brought to you by Civista. And let's take a look at the Lady Tigers of Springfield, 21-4, 11-3 in Mahoning Valley Scarlet, the runners-up. This is their first regional appearance since 1992. They defeated 23rd-ranked Sebring McKinley 63-26, 24th-ranked Lordstown 62-7. Number 9th, Lisbon David Anderson 61-23, and then Maplewood, the 6th seed, 36-31. This is a team that can put up some points, 54.9, and they only allow 35.2 points.
Yeah, Springfield, they have had their share of games like Buckeye Centrals and the Powers, the Shelbys that we talk about in this area. A couple huge, noticeable victories. They've got a lot of offensive firepower, and I think the biggest test tonight will be to see, does that record translate over to them being able to compete with the team that we saw go through the tournament so far with ease like Buckeye Central.
And taking a look at the Buckettes, 24-1 overall. And actually, we'll take a moment here for the playing of the national anthem. So that was pretty cool, Hayden. They actually recorded the Perry choir doing the anthem, and they had it up on the Jumbotron. So that's a nice little addition right there. But let's get back to our pregame and taking a look at Buckeye Central, the Buckettes, 24-1 overall. Their lone loss to regional finalists in Division II and the number 1 team in Division II, Shelby, 14-0 at Northern 10 champions. They defeated 10th-seeded Plymouth 72-25. 4th-seeded Mansfield Christian 69-17, and then 2nd-seeded Seneca East, a team they beat for a 3rd straight time this season, 52-21. And here's a stat for you that's just mind-blowing, Hayden. Outscoring opponents 845-386 in the first half of games.
Yeah, I mean, now that they're back to full swing with Claudia Pifher ejected back into the offense, that is their bread and butter. They just know how to swing the ball around. They have 5 scorers on the floor at all times, and then they make a sub with their bench, and it just seems like they don't miss a beat. And you got Buckeye Central here, a bit of an opposite of Springfield. This is their 6th straight regional appearance, 6 straight district championships, 6 straight regional semifinal appearance. So we'll see if they're able to hold on to what they've built this season as well as all that tournament experience. And we'll see if tonight a bit more of a challenge from their opponent Springfield than they've seen thus far here in the tournament.
Yeah, and the reason that Springfield is in the position that they are right now is the play of one Jacey Mullen. Reached the 1,000-point mark this year as a junior, which is crazy. Her stats this season, 18 points per game, 10.2 rebounds per game, 3.5 steals per game, and 1.7 assists per game. She is the glue that holds this offense together and the reason why, for the first time since 1992, since you and I were maybe a foot tall, that they are back here in a regional. But they do have some quality players around her as well, but the offense goes through her.
Yeah, averaging a double-double, it's nice to see. I mean, she holds things down offensively and then combined, grabbing defensive boards, second chance looks, someone that's a stat sheet stuffer, and they're going to need to, lean heavily on her tonight. Just a junior, but we'll see if she's able to rise to the challenge of getting past perennial powerhouse Buckeye Central.
And one of the reasons Buckeye Central back here, Claudia Pifher, she missed the first half of the season with a wrist injury, but since coming back, becomes the all-time leading scorer in Buckeye Central history. You saw that happen live and free in the district championship. First team all-district as well in the Northwest District 6 in Division 4. 21.1 points per game, 5.4 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 1.6 steals, and she just comes along with the Siesel sisters, Julia Evac inside, and then Cancer and Worm, who hit the three outside. This is just a complete Buckeye Central squad, and they've just come together. And I think if Claudia Pifher plays in that game against Shelby, they have a good chance of winning.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to go back and look at things I don't know. They could play that game out 10 times. That could be another one of those 10-game series, and I don't know who would win. But nonetheless, they do blend really, really well. They've been thrilled to have Claudia Pifher back, and, I mean, one of the top girls in the area. Didn't miss a beat after having to sit out with injury, and then just the way she scores so effortlessly and so quietly, both tournament games that we have seen her thus far. I mean, you just look up at the scoreboard and she's already dropped 13 or 15, and you're just like, well, okay, when did that happen? So Coach Capel has got them, you want to say they've gotten hot at the right time, but they've been hot all season long, and they're going to look to continue that tonight and try and get back to that regional title game.
All right, let's take a look at our starting lineups brought to you by Civista Bank. First, for the Lady Tigers, Madison Lesnack, averaging 8.9 points per game. Talia Lamorticella, averaging 5 points per game. Number 13, Grace Venturella, averaging 3.6 points per game. Number 21, Jacey Mullen, averaging 18 points per game. And then number 30, Jamaica Brungard, averaging 7.8 points per game. As for the number 4 team in all of Division 4, the Buckeye Central Buckettes, Emily Siesel, one of the assist leaders in North Central Ohio, 18.4 points per game. Claudia Pifher, 21.1. Julia Evac averaging 4.1, but rebounding-wise, 5.4 points per game. Riley Cancer averaging 5.2. Same for Sydney Worm. That'll do it for the Civista Bank pregame.
The classic, let's get ready to rumble. Another great atmosphere in here tonight. And we're off.
Underway here from Perry High School. Perkins back in North Central Ohio, but Springfield will control. Venturella works it around to Mullen. Now to Lisnek.
Buckeye Central open things up in a man-to-man defense. Not a lot of movement from the Tigers right now. They will look inside.
They're going to try a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound to Emily Siesel and Buckeye Central, their first possession of the game. There's Pifher. Left side, works it back around. They're looking to get an open shot from beyond the arc.
Bit of contact there, but Cecil's able to just keep things going. Shows the poise of the veteran savvy leader.
Right side, Siesel will try a three. Short, rebound back to Springfield and Brungard.
Brungard, another one of those that averages nearly 8 points a game, over double-digit rebounds for herself. So she's going to need to carry a little bit of the load offensively and defensively here tonight for Springfield as well.
And now, once again, Springfield, bit of a slowing down of sorts. Runner in the lane, good. Lesnack puts them on the board. It's 2-0.
And that's a big thing for them to get on the board first. Teams struggle to score on Buckeye Central in general, so seeing themselves up there 2-0 to start is a nice feeling.
Another miss by the Buckets on the other end, so Springfield with a chance to extend on its lead here.
You already see that early pressure from Buckeye Central. They love to pressure the ball at all times, force turnovers. Been one of their strong suits here in the postseason thus far.
Venturella out of bounds. Turnover, the first of the game. Buckeye Central will take back over here. 2 minutes, 15 seconds in. 2-0 Springfield. Siesel gets it over to Evac. Now Pifher for three. Yes. Claudia Pifher on the board. Buckeye Central leads 3-2.
And who else but Claudia Pifher, first Buckette on the board. Knocks down a triple, takes back the lead.
Mullen works it around Venturella. Now to Morticella. Back to Venturella. She goes into the lane. That's going to be, that looked like that was going to be a jump ball call, but the referee's going to get the foul on Sydney Worm.
Yeah, definitely one of those. It's always difficult to see how much time the officials will give you before calling a foul.
3 in the air for Mullen. Yes, answers it right back. 5-3, Springfield. 3 minutes in.
That's something we talked about on the way up. You know, you can't pressure yourself mentally to think you have to every time or you're going to go crazy. But if you want to beat Buckeye Central, you almost have to match them shot for shot the entire game.
Cecil, left side to Cancer. Back to Cecil for three. Answers right back. Emily Cecil on the board. It's 6-5 Buckettes.
Another thing Buckeye Central likes to do is even if it's not in your face at all time pressure, you know, just bother you enough there when you're bringing the ball up the court to get in your head.
Venturella back out to Lesnack. Coming up on the midway point of quarter number one, 6-5 Buckeye Central. Winner on to the Elite Eight in the Massillon Regional Final. Nice Euro step in and out, no good. Rebound, Claudia Pifher. Had the look there, just rimmed out. Pifher crosses over, gives it to Cancer. Now to Evac, back out Cancer, straight away three, swish.
One of their strongest qualities is that they can spread the floor with shooters at all times. I've already seen three knock down big triples.
36% three-point shooting team. And a steal. Cecil, wide open, layup, good. Time out, Springfield. That's the way to start off a regional semifinal if you're the Buckettes of Buckeye Central. Just pickpocketed right there. Cecil, perfect timing and nothing else they could do. Into the lane, bucket good. 10-5 Buckeye Central here. Cecil with 5 points.
It's one of the things they are just so good at. As soon as they get those turnovers, quick burst of speed, quick energy, all of them have that ability. Even if you go down deep into their bench, they all have the ability. They're all crafty, and we talked about it on the way up here. Guard play from Buckeye Central is one of the most elite things that got them to this point, and you know, we just questioned whether Springfield, we're going to need to see how their guard play stands up. So far, you know, they've done fairly well, but already now up to a 5-point gap.
$10-5 on the first Federal Community Bank scoreboard. That's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Springfield. They're going to say Cancer's three-pointer earlier. She was on the line, so that's a two-pointer. And thus the 10-5 score instead of 11-5. But we want to welcome everybody watching in live and free on Facebook and YouTube. So that's a turnover, unforced by Springfield, their third. Let us know where you're watching from tonight. Give us a shout out, and we will try to shout you out here in this one. Big possession for Buckeye Central early on here. They can extend this to 3 possessions. Pifher gets a screen at the free throw line. Kicks it around left side. As Kate Siesel now into the game for Buckeye Central. Mid-range jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, though. And they will reset. Emily Siesel into the lane. Kicks it left side to her sister. Now cross court, 3 in the air. It's short. Rebound Springfield.
And they've got to rebound the ball, make sure they don't, nice break there for Springfield, not giving up any second chance points. Need to come down here and get an answer.
2:30 left here, opening quarter, 10-5 Buckeye Central.
Kate Siesel doing a nice job cutting off those passing lanes, bothering the Lady Tiger.
Mullen. She'll try baseline with Pifher on her, has to kick it back out. 3 in the air. Off the back iron, and Pifher with the rebound. Back ahead comes Siesel, now to Pifher. Into the lane, kicks it left side, deflected out of bounds. It will stay with the Buckettes. Checking into the game now, Kennedy Deppen, the transfer from South Central. All-conference player in the Firelands last year. A nice addition off the bench for Abram Capel's squad.
Yeah, another one of those things about this program where you have the luxury of bringing starters off the bench. You essentially have 10, 11, 12 starters on this team.
And Deppen immediately gets an offensive rebound. Siesel into the lane, runner off the glass. Banks are open here.
Tough floater, but not too tough for Emily Siesel.
7 points for Siesel. It's 12-5. Quickly the other end. And we're going to get a foul against Claudia Pifher. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah,
Gonna guess and say that they got the body contact on that, and to the line will be Springfield. First free throw too strong. Kaylee, a 55% free throw shooter, makes the second. 1 of 2. Makes this a 12-6 game with 86 seconds left here in the opening quarter of this Division IV regional semifinal. Siesel across the timeline. Throws it away, unforced error, the first against Buckeye Central.
You see the reaction from coaching staff and some of the fans there at Springfield. It shows you how rare a turnover from a veteran guard like Siesel is. That's something Springfield also needs to capitalize on tonight when they get the opportunity.
Only 48 turnovers in 25 games for Siesel, so maybe less than 2 per game.
Yeah, and that's a team, Buckeye Central, just with 11 turnovers back at the district
Ball
games
deflected out of
Willards.
bounds. Yeah. That will stay with Springfield. Inbounds to Ava Vecchioni. Layup too strong. That's going to be a jump ball and a change of possession. Buckeye Central will get the ball back here with 53.9 left in the opening quarter.
Right now an opportunity for Buckeye Central to go on a little bit of a run. Still a minute left in the quarter, and they score quick, so a chance to extend the lead out here with some time left in the first.
Pifher gives it back to Siesel. Now to the other Siesel. 34 seconds left, quarter number 1. Siesel with a bit of a push off. Gets it over to Kate. Now to Pifher. Pifher goes into the lane, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound Springfield, good defense there by them. Trying to push it ahead, deflected. And it stays with Springfield. Into the lane, Runner, good.
Great look there. Smart move with the ball fake. Nice dribble move. Able to cut this down to 4.
Venturella on the other end. Siesel puts it up. No good, but a foul with 1.6 seconds left. And Emily Siesel will go to the line.
Nice job to create the contact there. Right before the end of the quarter, might I add, too. 1.6 seconds. Going to try and get those 2 points back for the Buckettes.
Makes the first. A 79% free throw shooter.
Yeah, a tremendous free throw shooter. One of the best teams in the area at the charity strike.
Got them both.
They will pressure, try and not let them get a shot off here.
And that's it for the first quarter. We played one in this Division IV regional semifinal. Buckeye Central 13, Springfield 8. We'll be back with quarter number 2 live and free on the OH Report.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
Back here in Perry, Ohio for the start of quarter number 2, Buckeye Central leading Springfield 14-8. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray here. Winner onto the Elite 8 and a chance to head to Dayton. Springfield with possession. Vecchione. 5-second call, and that happens a lot to opponents that face Buckeye Central because Claudia Pifher, you may move left and right, but Pifher will keep you in front of her and keep that 5-second clock going.
Yeah, they love to target that area of the court. They slow you down there, make you overthink what you're seeing offensively.
Emily Siesel into the elbow, gets it back out. Evick, jumper, off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound. Third offensive rebound for Buckeye Central. Cancer gives it to Emily Siesel. Cancer now again into the lane, right side Evac. Evac takes it to the hole, swatted away, but knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Springfield. But let's take a look again at that Frito Lay replay. Nice job inside. And who else but Mullen with the block.
Yeah, they're making big plays right now. And that's one of those things with Buckeye Central traditionally, and in this postseason, the second quarter's been their largest scoring quarter. So you want to take advantage of moments like this. Again, another opportunity with a turnover. Believe it was when they faced Mansfield Christian in the district semi. They outscored them 26-0 in that quarter, and then against Seneca East in the district championship, a very large outscoring quarter there again as well.
Jump ball, so Buckeye Central is going to get it right back. I want to give a shout out to some of these fans watching. Jim Ratliff, Kathy Dodge. Love you, Kathy. Dean Rader, Emily Huddleston, James Collins. We'll get a block against Buckeye Central. That's going to be the second on Sydney Worm, the team's third. Kate Siesel will check back in for her.
And early here, in this second quarter. But first half so far, fouls have not been an issue for either side. Springfield's third team foul. Buckeye Central's third team foul. Springfield with just one.
Cancer with the block. Take a look at the replay of that. Venturella taking it to the hole strong here early on in this game, but that time Cancer able to get the block.
Yeah, she's really been taking the most aggressive offensive look so far for the Lady Tigers.
Venturella throws it in. Turn back over. Ahead comes Pifher on the right side. Inside, Evac layup, yes. Great
Beautiful
passing.
ball movement.
Claudia Pifher, like I said, she does it all.
Another steal for Siesel. Has the lane to herself. And it's good.
And a timeout. Springfield. That is what separates Buckeye Central this year from last year, I believe. Just that ability with the quick hands to get the steal, to get the bucket.
Yeah, the runs that they go on just happen so quick. There's that pressure you talk about, Travis, as soon as you bring it across midcourt.
And what helped out there, as we look at the replay, was the fact that Pifher came along the right side. Mullen came out just enough to where Siesel could squeak around her and get that hand in there. That's the second time she was able to go the opposite side of what Mullen was thinking she would be at to get the easy steal. And by the time she realized what has happened, once again, Emily Siesel into the hole. You take a look at Buckeye Nation always showing up, and we'll give you a shot later on of the student section who's really shown out right down here to our left.
Yeah, I think they filled just about every spot they were allowed to.
Couple other shout-outs on Facebook right now, too. Carol Atkins, James Collins watching, Joe Chenal, Edwin Schneider, Sharon Snipes. Hello to Sharon. Lisa Capel-Hafner. 200 watching on Facebook alone. Thank you for watching live and free today. Ball deflected out of bounds, and who else? Emily Siesel, quick hands once again to keep it underneath.
She's just all over it on both ends. One of the, biggest effort players you can ask for. She gives her everything on both ends.
Lamorticella gets it back over to Venturella. Grace. Top of the key. Looks to drive, but she stopped. Picks up her dribble.
And those are the looks maybe you can't afford to, you can't afford too many fake looks. You got to take the chance if you have one if you're Springfield. Because Siesel goes to work again.
Three in the air. Off the backboard, too strong. Rebound to Buckeye Central. Leading 18-8. My apologies, I forgot to put a point up there. Pifher, offensive rebound, fouled. She'll go to the line. Claudia Pifher had good positioning there on that backside. Just worked that defender underneath, got it, puts it back up, fouled. She'll go to the line for two.
Now approaching the midway point through the second quarter. Buckeye Central doing what they've done this tournament, restricting Perry to minimal scoring opportunities, just shutting them down, and Pifher will knock down the second.
Largest lead of the evening for Buckeye Central. They are up 11. Give a shout out to Brandy Lipscomb. Come on, Tigers. Welcome in for you folks watching in the Youngstown area. Glad to see you once again. We covered your state semifinal against Cary.
Yes, we did.
The eventual state champions there, but good to see you folks once again from New-Middletown, and also, our Buckettes, all the fans, including Michael Alonzo, saying bring it home. 4:40 left in the half, 19-8 Buckeye Central. Inside the Mullen, triple teamed, still somehow puts it up and will go to the line.
And that's a good job by her, knowing her team needs some points. Just get in there and get to work. The other thing that is a trend when you play Buckeye Central is things you're used to doing just don't seem to normally happen. You have to go at things a different way, a different method. For Seneca East, for them to try and keep up with them in the first half of that game. Seneca East not traditionally a three-point shooting team.
Mullen, her first point of quarter number 2.
But in that game, they were able to knock a few down that kept them close. So Springfield here needs to look for some different methods to get scoring.
Splits the 2. Back to a 10-point game. 4:15 left in the half. Buckeye Central 19-9 leaders. Step back, Pifher in and out, almost got the friendly bounce instead. A Mullen rebound, she's going to be fouled 97 feet from the hole. That's going to be the Cancer's. That's going to be Cancer's first, but go ahead, Hayden.
We're so used to those going in from Pifher. She's so good off the dribble. Another turnover.
Another steal. The other Siesel. Can she get to the lane in time? Blocked! Nice rundown by Mullen. Nearly turned it over. She's going to get across the timeline.
I got to say, the tip from Buckeye Central, got to stick with Springfield. But let's go take a look at that block. A LeBron-esque block, may I say. One of those chase downs. Coming from half court.
And just got there in time. Shot no good. Buckeye Central with the rebound. Pifher, left side, looking to drive baseline, instead picks up her dribble, skips it, right side. Cancer into the lane. She'll kick it back out to Siesel, who goes into the lane, puts one up, no good. Rebound, put back, yes. Paige Colleen with her first minutes of the game with a big bucket. It's 21-9.
And that's what happens when you have to key in on, you have to choose who to key in on. When Buckeye Central has them in, you forget about who else is out there.
And a jump ball stays with Springfield as Deppen will check back in and give Cancer a break. Shout out to Ryan Berger. Chris Hafner and I are watching in his Aunt Helen's basement, Chatfield, Ohio. Hopefully you have some snacks and beverages to watch this one. Mullen gets it off to Grace. Grace will look to drive again, kicks it left side. And we'll get a blocking foul against Kate Siesel. That'll be the 6th against Buckeye Central, so Springfield in the bonus for the last 2:47, something that could help them out.
Yeah, I think someone on offensively for Springfield needs to get, they need to, take those looks, take those opportunities. They're going to have to get a bit more aggressive, drive to the lane.
3 in the air, Lesnack short. Mullen with the rebound. And another foul. That's going to go against Pifher. That's her second, and we will have free throws.
And right now, free throws are Springfield's biggest friend. That's the only offense they've had thus far this quarter. See if they're able to cash in on a few more.
First free throw good. 5th point for Mullen. Misses the second, though. Once again, 1 of 2. Siesel slowly across the timeline. 2:25 left in the half. 11-point Buckeye lead. Deppen. She'll try the drive. Spins. Gets it back to Siesel. Kate in the corner now. Pretty good man-to-man defense here from Springfield. Just that kick has hurt them so far.
Yeah, Springfield's done. They did a nice job in the first quarter keeping the Buckeyes scoring to a minimum and keeping things within reach.
Nearly a turnover, but it will stay with Buckeye Central with 1:52 remaining. Just a reminder at halftime, stay tuned for the halftime show brought to you by Civista Bank. We'll have stats, analysis, and I will talk to Zach Holden from Crawford County, one of our newspaper reporters there, to talk a little bit more about these Buckettes. All coming up at the half. Siesel for three, too strong. Depp in there with the rebound, though. Gets it inside. Colleen puts it up and in.
Her 4th point of the evening.
Points off of offensive rebounds. Jump ball, change of possession. 82 seconds left in the half. Buckeye Central with its largest lead, 23-10, looking to add on to that.
Sometimes half that battle when you play Buckeye Central as well is the headstrong mental game. You know, they deflate you with the turnovers they're creating. And every time, I mean, you're just hoping you can get it across half court, get it past that corner.
Quick shout out to Taylor Ratliff, former Buckette, supporting her girls from college. Let's go Buckettes. Hope you're doing well in college, Taylor. Because that shot is doing well for Kennedy Deppen, her first points of the evening. It's a 15-point Buckette lead with under a minute to play in the half. Mullen drives it in, stripped, turned over. Pifher now across the timeline. Deppen has had a good couple of last few seconds. Into Siesel. Bucket good. 13 points for Emily in the first half. Buckeye Central fans on their feet. We got 30 seconds left.
And 30 seconds is way too much time to leave Buckeye Central. Still an opportunity for them to get some points. See if they go for another steal.
Mullen kicks it back out. Three in the air. In. They needed that.
That's a big shot. Could be a nice momentum booster heading into half. Confidence booster at minimum.
That's Gion with the three. Siesel into the lane. Puts up the floater. Counted and one. You just mentioned there was too much time for Buckeye Central there. And Emily Siesel made them pay.
Yeah, it's kind of like you know, in the NFL we talk about leaving Tom Brady too much time, leaving Patrick Mahomes too much time. Well, that's Buckeye Central on the basketball court.
Free throw good.
Every second is another chance and opportunity for them to push the ball and get some points.
Deppen with the steal, puts it up at the buzzer. She's fouled and one! Holy cow, with .1 left.
I mean, come on, folks. A chance for a 5-point turn here.
You're right, this is to make it 6.
In just a matter of 5 seconds.
Free throw good. Inbounds, and that's how the half will end. Buckeye Central with the flurry at the end of the second quarter to take a 20-point lead, 33-13 over Springfield. We'll take a break and be back with the Civista Bank halftime. You're watching Girls Tournament Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm OH Report founder Brian Skoronsky, and you were just watching live and free Girls High School Hoops exclusively on the OH Report. But stick around, the halftime show is next, including stats, analysis, and so much more, including the second half on the way.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
It's Freedom Fest Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more.
Somebody else
Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd. Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
It is halftime here at Perry High School with your score after 16 minutes. The fourth-rated team in Division IV, Buckeye Central, 33. Springfield, 13. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. And Hayden, as we take a look at our halftime stats, Buckeye Central just taking over that last 4 minutes of the half to pull away for the 20-point lead.
Yeah, and that's what they are really, really good at. They can just put points up in a hurry. It's like the no huddle offense on the football field, but in basketball they're looking to move at all times, capitalizing off those 8 turnovers they forced Springfield to cough up here in the first half. Just getting down there, and then you and I taking a look at each other once we cut away to halftime. Man, the break after that, just putting up 6 points in a hustle. Emily Siesel outscoring Springfield herself here in the first half with 16. And just they're getting offensive production from all around, though. You've got Pifher with 4. And the love has been shared all over tonight, and that's also what they're doing a really nice job at.
As you take a look at the stats,
sorry, folks, for the brief break, we got a good update.
Yeah, Buckeye Central AD Phil Lloyd just said Emily Siesel needed 12 to get to 1,000. She's at 16. So Emily Siesel, 1,000-point scorer.
Congratulations.
The Buckeye Central Buckettes. 13 field goals to 4. Both teams with 2 threes. Buckeye Central out-rebounding Springfield 10-5. They have 4 offensive rebounds to none. Fouls 7-4. Turnovers, Springfield with 8. Buckeye Central only with 2. Those 8 turnovers, half of them did turn into buckets. And then free throw shooting 5 of 6 and 3 of 6. I am now going to welcome in from the Bucyrus Telegraph Forum, Zachary Holden, who has seen these Buckettes throughout this regular season. And Zach, what a way to end this first half. You were with me last year up at Elida.
Yeah.
Buckeye Central tried to pull away in that half, couldn't get that distance, and then Columbus Grove changed things in the second half, came back with the win. But the way these girls, I guess, remember what happened last year in that regional semifinal, turned up the heat in the last 4 minutes and pushed this thing out to a 20-point game. Because it was close after one, 14-8, and then a 19-5 run. I mean, this is why Buckeye Central's so good.
Yeah, I mean, to end that half, Emily Siesel, Springfield comes down, hits that big three that kind of gets them just enough into it. Emily Siesel goes down, gets a big and one. But the biggest play was Kennedy Deppin's inbound steal. And this is, I mean, Kennedy Deppin has never been here before. This is a girl playing in regionals for the first time, playing in districts for the first time last week, and to come up with a play that big, I mean, that could have won them the game. That is a total momentum shifter.
Yeah, last 5 seconds, the Siesel and one, and then Deppin right back at you with 0.1 seconds left, gets it up and in, and that's just, it's one of those momentum killers for Springfield because Buckeye Central was on a run. Okay, let's keep this under 20, and then just like that, right at the buzzer, you're down 33-13 to a team that's exceptionally well defensively as well.
Yes, yeah. I mean, this is worst case scenario for Springfield. They probably wanted to keep this, obviously, within maybe 8-10 points at the half, but to end it the way that they did, and you've got these girls with now a half under their belt who have never been here before for Buckeye Central. They're getting more comfortable. You could see that as the quarter was going on, and when this team gets comfortable, they're really difficult to stop.
And you got to think Coach Capel in the halftime break remembers what happened last year. And is telling his girls, keep your foot on the gas. This team is in the regional as well because they're pretty good. They're here for a reason. You can't let them back into this game, especially early on, because we don't want a replay of last season.
Yeah, he's going to tell them to come out just as hot as they ended the half. And, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if his goal is to get this to a running clock just to get them out of here earlier and just really to kind of put the game to bed because, like you said, last year slipped away from them. I know these girls aren't going to let that happen again.
All right, Zach, I appreciate you stepping in with us, and I hope I get to talk to you again on Saturday, hopefully for a regional championship here with Buckeye Central, and possibly, hey, next week in Dayton. But still, we have a half to go here in the Sweet 16, but thank you for joining us, Hayden.
Of course.
Hayden. Zach, you can give that back to Hayden. Appreciate Zachary Holden coming in for the moment, not Hayden, Zach, and I appreciate Hayden for being here as well, as always. But just talking with Zach, I don't know if you heard, but, you know, last season, Buckeye Central had a lead at half in the Sweet 16. Columbus Grove able to come back, get the victory there. You got to think Coach Capel remembers this and tells his girls, we're up 20, but hey, this is a regional game. You never know what can happen. We got to keep going at them.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that would be at the forefront of your mind and any coach's mind and all these girls as well. And you could kind of see, taking a look at them coming out here to open, you know, the half and take their shoot around. I mean, just looking at the facial expressions on these girls' faces, they are locked in. And, you know, we learned at halftime, like we said, of Emily Siesel getting in the 1,000-point club. And, you know, a bit surprised. No stoppage of the game. I mean, I know we are here at regionals, but, like, she just looks completely locked in. That's a massive accomplishment. She just looks ready for more. She looks ready to get this game, this team victory, you know, over just the personal accolade. I think that would make it even sweeter. And we are here tipped off to the second half.
That has been the Civista Bank halftime. Let's get back to action. Springfield needing to get off to a good start here if they want to get back into it. 33-13 underway here in half number 2. Nice take to the hole, misses. Offensive rebound, put back. That doesn't go. Rebound to Buckeye Central. So we are underway here in quarter number 3. 3 in the air, Siesel off the back iron, offensive rebound. Number 5 by Buckeye Central here in the first half.
Springfield sticking in the man-to-man. They did a nice job with it in the first quarter we talked about back in the first half. We'll see if they come out with a fueled energy here.
Pifher off the cancer. Now to Kate Siesel. Pifher down to the baseline. It's just drive and kick. Open looks for three just like that. Unable to hit that time, though.
And when you sit back and trying to think of the ways that you need to game plan or design to beat Buckeye Central, that's a good start right there.
Banks are still open here.
And Pifher responds.
You know, Pifher only had one field goal, a 3 in that first half. You got to think, with a 20-point lead and her only scoring 4 points, you got to be feeling pretty good for Coach Capel. But now if she starts going, as Zach said at halftime, we may be seeing running clock territory in a regional semi.
I wouldn't put that, away, yeah. I mean, we've seen what they look like without Pifher for most of the year, and then inserting her
What
in.
a take, but couldn't get it to finish.
Inserting her back into the lineup. She's just that last piece of the puzzle that just makes them dominant.
Another steal for Siesel.
Dish is fumbled inside. Ball goes out of bounds.
It'll stay with the Buckettes. 5:53 left in the third quarter. Tanner Slusher, our favorite fan, wanted to say hello to you, Hayden. Also,
oh, hello.
Cardington fan said you saw what happened last Tuesday. They were up 12, and Johnstown came back in the fourth quarter, so anything can happen. Offensive rebound, put back good.
Buckettes working to make sure that does not happen.
Cancer with 4, 38-16. Trap in the corner. Pifher with the deflection, turnover. Ahead, Siesel, layup, good.
And another
Timeout,
timeout.
Springfield.
I mean, each quarter it feels like they have multiple of these runs in them, but there you go. I mean, they can check that box off here for the third quarter. There goes their run up to a 24-point ball game now. Dalton Lady Bulldogs in the building tonight. They'll play in the next game, heading down to get dressed and ready for their game.
They'll take on Bristol in semifinal number 2. Springfield down to 2 timeouts remaining now. 5:26 left, quarter number 3, 40-16 in favor of the Buckettes of Buckeye Central.
And another thing Buckeye Central has done a great job of all season long, but here in the postseason, is they restrict oftentimes your leading scorer from doing what they normally do.
And that's been the case. Mullen only with 5 points, but 1 field goal. Nice backdoor cut, though. Bucket, good.
That's what they need to do. They need to just look to feed Mullins the ball, get her opportunities to go to work.
She has 7. It's 40-18. Right side, Cancer. Into the lane, puts it up, no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line. It's going to be on Mullen, her second, team's first of half number 2. Cancer, 60% free throw shooter. And there's the jinx. My apologies to Riley.
Hey, first one of the evening, so I don't think we're 1 for 1 on jinx so far.
I'm going to give a shout out to Courtney Pifher, another Buckette alum and sister of Claudia. Misses the second, but knocked out of bounds. It'll go back to Buckeye Central. Into Pifher. Layup. Just off the rim, no good. Rebound, Springfield.
And there's Siesel right away fighting for it.
And they'll get the ball right back. Jump ball.
You start to see where effort pays off and how both sides flow together, work together. If you want to win games, you got to put just as much effort in on both ends of the floor as you do on one.
Buckettes with 4:42 left in the third quarter, leading 40-18. A stoppage from the referees, and I think Claudia with some blood on her. So they will let her wipe that off. Quick wrap up as well, but they'll get her out for a second. Cancer back in. So an unexpected break here for Claudia.
Yeah.
Fadeaway, yes.
Great job on that play design again. Kate Siesel set a nice screen, letting Deppen get open.
7 points for Kennedy here in this one. And the play she's had today is the reason why Coach Capel is so excited to have her transfer over to Buckeye Central, because just the way she played, one of the best players in the Firelands Conference last season, decided to come over to Buckeye Central, and like I said, this is the player he was expecting. Deep three, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound, jump ball. It will stay with Springfield with exactly 4 minutes left in quarter three. Pifher will check right back in. Hello, Abby.
Oh, hi there, Abby. And thanks for the shout out tonight. Thanks for watching, as always. Travis and I always appreciate your support.
Scoop layup, no good, but we'll get a foul.
It's going to be Buckeye Central's first team foul of the second half. Fouls have not been an issue here for what's been most of the entirety of the game.
Yeah, nobody with 3 fouls so far. A few players with 2, but we're in the second half, so that isn't as bad. First free throw, no good.
Free throws, on the other hand, have been a bit of a struggle for both teams today, surprisingly.
Mariana Toscano. Second free throw in and out, no good. And we'll get a foul against Springfield.
Lady Tigers looking for a jump ball call, but kind of similar back into early in the first quarter where we thought we may have a jump ball. A foul on Buckeye Central, so maybe a returning favor for the Buckettes.
And now a bit of foul trouble as Mullen gets her third. Pifher back out to Deppen. Buckeye Central working their offense. And Coach Capel not happy with what he's seeing, so he will take his first time out of the game. Buckeye Central, 32nd timeout, leading 42-18. Siesel, as we said in the halftime, 1,000-point score. She needed 12. She's now at 18. And if you can do the math as well as I do, she's at 1,006.
Yeah, don't come to me for your math inquiries, but I believe you're correct.
Sometimes math is hard for me, but that time you could add easily.
Yeah. But yes, you are correct. Second 1,000-point scorer on the floor right now for Buckeye Central.
This is the second game in a row that we've had a milestone reached at Buckeye Central. Claudia Pifher, the all-time scorer on the boys or girls side for Buckeye Central, and now Emily Siesel, 1,000-point scorer.
Yeah, we extend a big congrats to her.
Hopefully she continues to add on here in this tournament. As of right now, Buckeye Central well on their way to an Elite 8 appearance if they can continue to do what they're doing. Still a lot of time for Springfield if they can get a run.
Right, still 11 minutes of game time. And some people may say, well, it's almost a 30-point game. It's March, and the games we've seen, and exactly, someone brought up that Cardington-Johnstown game. We've seen crazier.
Siesel misses, rebound Mullen. Rebounds almost the same. They are the same on the defensive side, but Buckeye Central out-rebounding Springfield 5-1 on the offensive glass. Into the corner, back out front. Lesnak. Three, right side, off the front iron, rebound. Mullen, and she's going to be fouled.
And there's a good one after we talked about offensive rebounds for Mullen to fight for one. That would be a big help if they're going to launch a comeback. They're going to have to take shots, and they're not always going to fall, so you got to be there, have a presence in the paint.
For you Colonel Crawford boys fans, they knocked off Elmwood by 20 in their district game here a minute ago. Offensive foul. Back here, if you take a look, just lowered the shoulder. Yep. That's going to be the fourth on Mullen. But back to Crawford, the number 1 team in all of Division III is going to play for a district championship on Saturday. They'll take on the winner of Willard and Western Reserve. That is going on, I believe, right now.
Yeah.
They'll be starting here shortly. 7:30 tip-off live and free on the OH Report.
Fantastic
we also
district.
have right now Mansfield Senior Lexington playing in D2, the Ashland District, with Huron and Norwalk to play at 7:30. So 5 live streams today on the OH Report. 1 regional semi here and 2 district semis at Norwalk and Ashland. And we'll have 3 more games tomorrow. Hayden and I will be at Mansfield Senior High School for the Division II Regional Championship between Bishop Hartley and number 1, Shelby. Scoop layup no good. Rebound to Springfield. 42-18, under 2 to play in the third.
Nice job to collect her dribble there, and now you've got to push. She was moving a little quick. Took a stumble, but keeps the dribble and keeps the possession alive. But that Buckeye Central defense just makes it so hard to get any looks inside.
We're going to get a foul. Deppin's going to be called for her first. Both teams with 3 fouls here in the second half. Lexington, 44-33 victors over Mansfield Senior. They will play for a district championship on Saturday. Thank you, Tanner. Watching from KMAC country down there at Cardington. Big fan of ours. I'm a big fan of his, too, running the Pirate Ship 3 at the Pirate Ship 3 on Twitter.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
He is the Pirate Ship. Great content. So follow him. Give him a follow on the Twitters. Oh, and they're going to get Deppin with the foul. Again, looked like a jump ball, but maybe a bump right before she took it away. Nonetheless, 4th foul of the half on the Buckettes. Deppin's second.
And pace of play has to pick up if you're Springfield.
Brungard tries a 3, yeah!
And the call was answered. Hits a big shot.
21-point game. Buckeye Central looking to answer. Kicks it out. Cancer up front to Deppin. She'll back it out. Give it to Siesel. Siesel will take it back towards the midcourt stripe with 40 seconds left in quarter number 3. Pifher, 4-3, short. Rebound. Out of bounds. It'll go to Springfield. Another regional here in Division 4. Tri-Village 43, Danville 16 with 6 minutes left in that one. And another steal and a foul. Frustration foul against Springfield.
That's an impressive score. Danville's got a really good girls squad this year.
That's the Butler regional. Winner of that one, looking like Tri-Village will take on Cincinnati Country Day or Fort Loramie. However, if one of these 2 teams were to make it to a state championship, that's when they would meet that side of the bracket. 10 seconds. Kicks it out. Deppin from the free throw line. Fouled, in and out, but she will get 2 free throws.
Almost another chance for one of those late quarter 3-point plays for Kennedy. Had that one at the end of the second quarter, and here again at the third, a chance for her. 7 points on the evening thus far. First shot's good.
Deppin now with 8. 43-21 with 4.3. Second free throw no good. Rebound into the hands of Buckeye Central. But they can't get the shot off, and that's how the quarter will end. We've played 3. Buckeye Central leading by 22, 43-21. We'll take a break and be back with the fourth quarter right here, live and free on the OH Report.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
Fourth quarter action underway here from Perry High School. Buckeye Central with the 43-21 lead and the ball. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. Cancer going into the lane. Back out, two-pointer, in and out, no good. Rebound to Springfield as we are underway in quarter number 4.
They'll cough it back over. Claudia Pifher, right place, right time.
12th Springfield turnover. Gets it to Cancer. Inside to Evac. Then back out. Coach Capel. Chance here against a very good squad to get some offensive practice in here. Run some clock because you never know. They could use that down the line. Three-pointer. Good.
Yeah, that's one of the things I have picked up on from Coach Capel and really appreciate about him is he takes every opportunity. You know, these girls want to take every chance they can, every second they get to play. Well, he's doing the same with coaching. He gets the most out of it in the time on the floor each game he has, and he's always got to have these girls prepared.
And a walk. Turnover.
And you kind of pick up on that with some of the great coaches that you've seen this year on the OH Report. Javar Hudgens, Scott Sellers, Natalie Lance, Jamie Edwards.
And you got to know Sellers is probably watching one of our live streams, probably the girls' side. So I know you're out there, Sellers. How you doing, sir? Hope you're having a good day. But 4 Buckeye Central Buckettes in with more than 7 points here tonight. Just another balanced effort as the leader of them all, Emily Siesel, going to the line for 2 with a chance to get the 20 points on the night.
Gets the first to fall, so she's up to 19. Amongst several assists here tonight. Steals.
In and out on the second.
Mullins back into the game for Springfield.
Working it around, trying to get an open look, and they've got to start shooting the ball from beyond the arc here if they want to have a chance.
Yeah, it's time to start throwing them up there, hoping to get some to go.
In and out, though. Mullins got the rebound, and we'll get a jump ball. It'll stay with Springfield.
Tough break. That ball looked like it was about 95% of the way down. Takes a bounce out. Fight for the jump ball, though. Yeah.
Hello to Pam Milligan watching. Six minutes to go. Buckeye Central leading by 26. Looking like they have a date with the Elite Eight. See what I did there?
I had to give you the smirk and then realize people are trying to listen to my reaction. A great one there, but yes, holding the commanding lead. The fans, some more applause. They can feel it.
Into the lane. No good. Rebound. Stays. And we'll get a foul on the floor. So good effort there by Springfield. to get the offensive rebound. That foul's going to go against Pifher. That'll be the third on Claudia.
I want to talk about how neat this facility is here that we're up at. Such a neat, one of those unique stadiums. Just got an interesting feel to it.
Well, you and I were driving in, seeing the football field. Layup, good. Nice job by Mullen. She has 9 points. But we came in, I'm like, hey, that reminds me of Permian, the Panthers.
Yeah, if we have any Friday Night Light fans out there.
3 is good. Cancer answers. 10 points for her. 50-23 with 5 minutes left in this Sweet 16 matchup. And I can tell you it's pretty sweet for Buckeye Central thus far.
Yeah, this one's got to feel good. You feel like, you know, a team with just one loss, what kind of chips can they have on their shoulder? Well, last year, and that's all you need. We have a lot of teams in the area, actually, with that same similar storyline. Keeping those headlines around always motivates you.
Another offensive rebound and a jump ball. Possession to Buckeye Central. Oh, no, they're going to call Siesel with the foul. Thought they pulled for the jump ball, but instead, that's the 6th foul. So both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Chance to look at our YouTube comments. Jennifer Collins, let's go Buckets from Clyde. Craig Green from New Washington, Ohio. Go Buckets. Is
Bank's still open for Springfield. They'll get a bank 3, get it down to 24.
Buckeye Central kicks back out. Evac back out to Pifher now. Step back. Yes. Smooth as silk.
Just took a little look there, saw, hey, I'm left alone, pulls up. Does such a nice job on the fly.
Linda Everhart, go Buckets from Attica. Michael Alonzo, go Buckets, bring it home. Patrick Tainer, that shot's missed and rebounded to Buckeye Central. Go Buckets from Florida. Emily Hawk, go Buckets. Zach Wyrick, go Buckets from CC. Scott W, let's go Buckets from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And Sherry Bug D, go Buckets. I think I got it all in there. Is
Kennedy
Deppen. Have a night. $10 points for her. It's 54-26. And we're going to get a foul and some free throws now for Springfield.
I don't know about a foul. I mean, rather large lead here, but we'll get a timeout from Coach Capel and Buckeye Central.
Take a look one more time at this Deppen take. Up and around, scoop good. Or as they would say, scoop, there it is.
Got some fans over there for the Lady Buckets.
There we go. Got to get the student section going for a little bit.
They always travel well. Good showing from them here tonight. While we have a chance, would love to give a shout out. If you had an opportunity, you've been watching from the beginning of the game with us. The fun, creative trailers we get to make for some of these teams. The one tonight for Buckeye Central featuring some still photography from Wyatt Richardson. Would love to give a shout out to him. Thanks.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Wyatt, we appreciate your work as well.
Thanks for collaborating with me and let me use some of your wonderful work. And we will see you tomorrow in Mansfield.
So much scoring that our batteries died on our clock, so I will give you the timing commentary here for the last 3:27. Free throw, no good. Rebound to Buckeye Central. 3:20 left here in regulation. Deppen in the corner. Back out front to Evac. Good ball movement, and that's something that it's been so good for Buckeye Central this season is quick ball movement, getting the open look. And Julia Evac will go to the line for 2 on another solid pass inside.
That ball movement right on cue as you were talking about it. Pifher feeds it inside.
And that'll be it for Jacey Mullen, her 5th foul. She finishes with 9 points.
Just a junior for those Lady Tigers, so, kind of full circle. It's how it goes, every once in a while. This will be, this may be one of her motivation games in the off season next year, remembering this feeling.
Evac, a 67% free throw shooter, misses her first. 3:03 on a stop, 4th quarter clock. Doesn't get either. Ball knocked out of bounds, though, and that's going to stay with Buckeye Central. Kate Siesel, Paige Colleen checking back in. As Cancer and Evac will take a break. Inbounds Pifher. Into the lane, nice pass, Colleen, layup, no good. Rebound to Springfield, a great pass inside by Pifher, just unable to finish though for Colleen. 2:45 left.
Another steal by those Siesel sisters.
Quickly ahead to Pifher. Thought about the 3, but we'll back it out. College basketball update from Tanner. 11-0 Buckeyes, 2.5 minutes in on Michigan State.
All right.
So the other Bucks.
Yeah, a couple of red and gray teams going at it tonight.
Siesel, 2:15 left, running clock now.
And this is an offensive set that I feel like Buckeye Central's probably had to practice a little bit over the course of the years. How to stop scoring so much. How to slow down and pass the ball around.
Well, this is something they might need to do, too, down the line, like I said earlier, is
right.
Something where you're going to hold on to the ball because it's a close game. But we have to go back to that last 3 minutes of the first half.
Yes.
To where Buckeye Central just pulled away. Back-to-back and ones, a 6-0 run in the last 3.5 seconds of the quarter. Really just took the air out of Springfield. They were unable to recover from there. After only trailing 14-8 after one. We'll get a foul inside.
And when we reflect back on that series and those minutes, I mean, obviously the entire game, but all the moving parts as most of those starters got to take a seat here in a moment, but all the moving parts tonight, the starters, the reserves, the bench players, I think what you're also starting to pick up on as well as coaching is the successful programs that are making deep runs here in the postseasons. It's not just one girl on any of these teams. It's several girls that are working together, balance, and any single one of them any given night doing their job, doing their role down to every play. That's what it takes to make runs here in the tournament.
Pifher makes the first. So we get more substitutions as both teams are going to be clearing the bench out here. Pifher now in the double digits, though. Nevaeh Metzger, Ella Evac, Kimmy Biglin. Biglin with the offensive putback, yes! And Coach Capel will get a timeout to get Pifher out, but hey, Kimmy, welcome to the scorebook. Caitlin Best also will check in. And another cool thing for Buckeye Central this season, everybody has been in every game during this tournament. Everybody that's dressed for Buckeye Central will have playing time, and I know
it's experience you can't pass
and
up.
Also it's great memories.
Yeah.
90 seconds left. We apologize for the clock. It kind of died on us, but I will keep you updated for the last 1:23.
Hush, Travis. They scored too much. That's why it's gone.
Yes, there was so much scoring that our clock just couldn't take it. 57-26. Into the lane, puts it up, in.
Acrobatic finish there. And we'll see with a minute left if Buckeye Central will be able to just hold on to the rock. But like you said, bringing the bench in, you want to actually try and run some plays, get some experience. And that's what they'll do, earning a trip to the line.
Nevaeh Metzger to the line. Got the first.
Down here under a minute. Want to remind everyone at the end of this one, we'll take a quick break, but then we'll have stats analysis to break down. Travis will have an interview with our player of the game.
And you know who that's going to be. It's going to be Emily Siesel. Also, for any advertisers out there, we do have, if our advertisers from today stay for this championship game, we do have a spot open. So if anybody would like to be our instant replay sponsor for the regional championship game, contact Brian Skoronsky, Brian at OH.REPORT.
Because much like that bucket, we'll be here.
Ella Evac onto the board. $20 seconds left.
Buckeye Central crowd getting on their feet, saluting these young ladies for the incredible work they put in here tonight.
Clock. That's it. Buckeye Central's elite. They knock off Springfield 61-28 to advance to the Massillon Regional Championship. We'll take a break and be back with our Civista Bank post-game as well as our MVP brought to you by Siesel Distributing, and it's going to be a Siesel, Emily Siesel. We'll have that and much more right here, live and free on the OH Report.
Nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
It's Freedom Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
Nope.
Ooh, baby, baby.
Mason. The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Time now for our Siesel Distributing MVP. And hey, it's a Siesel. It's Emily Siesel. Game high, 19 points. Oh, and she surpassed 1,000 for her career. So congratulations on all of that, Emily.
Thank you.
And most importantly, you guys are going to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, we're excited.
This was close. After 14-8, Springfield was hanging around until the last, I'd say, 3-4 minutes of that first half. Just what happened with you guys that just kicked it into gear, because you had a couple steals for buckets, and then that last 4 seconds you had to steal and the foul to get the extra hoop, and then Kennedy did the same thing to really get you guys the advantage into the break.
Yeah, our defense is what we really take pride in, and that's something that once we get our defense going, we think that can help us and help to lead easy offense. So just those last few minutes, like you said, yeah, we really picked it up there, and that is what helped us get through this game.
I know last year it was tough in the regional semis. You had the lead at the half. Columbus Grove comes back out, kind of upsets you in that second half. You guys remembered that, and it seemed like you took that into this one, because in the second half you didn't take your foot off the gas.
Yeah, in the locker room, Coach Capel reminded us of what happened last year, kind of in the same situation. Had a good lead, and then last year, didn't really pull through. So this year, we used that as extra motivation and just knew that we had to keep going, because it is a regional game. So they're not going to come out and just sit back. We knew the pressure was going to come. So we just took advantage of that and made sure we played our game.
You guys, first half of the season, playing pretty darn good. Nearly upset the #1 team in Division II in Shelby without Claudia Pifher, but it seems like you guys have just taken it to a next level with her back. How important has it to have her back and playing at 100% just to complete this squad that has so many good scorers?
Yeah, to have her back and at full health, that's really important. And she adds an extra component that can score really well. So that's really beneficial, and she'll make really good decisions. So that helps.
All right, lastly, as every MVP segment, If you'd like to look into the camera and give anybody a shout-out that you'd like, go for it.
Shout out to BC Nation. We love you guys. Thank you.
And they'll be back here with us on Saturday as you guys play for a regional championship. Emily Siesel, a game-high 19 points, our Siesel Distributing MVP. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. As we put Hayden Gray back into things. Thank you, Emily. So we take a look at our final stats brought to you by Civista Bank. 61-28 your final. 23 field goals to 10.
Hello.
5 threes, both sides. 18-17. Springfield actually picked up the rebounding in the second half, but that's because, well, Buckeye Central was hitting their shots, and Springfield tried to really come back in that second half. 5 offensive rebounds, only 2 for Buckeye Central in the second half, but just it was too much of a deficit after that first part. After the first half and the last 4 minutes of the first half. Fouls, 17-14. Turnovers, the biggest number of the night right there, 14-3. Buckeye Central did not turn the ball over. They did force a lot of turnovers, and we saw with Emily Siesel, a lot of those turned into easy points, and especially at the end of the half, 2 of those turnovers turned into and ones, a 6-0 run in the last 3 seconds.
Yeah, this team just really knows how to capitalize. They know the game of basketball extremely well. They have great basketball IQ. They take advantage of all the moments that they need to at the right times. And, it's insane to average just, under a turnover per quarter for this team. I have been astounded each time. They've progressively gone down on their number of turnovers each tournament game. I do want to give props to Springfield. I believe 14 turnovers is probably the lowest amount of turnovers a team that Buckeye Central's gone against in the tournament had. And they did. They really did try to make a push there, Springfield. I mean, that first quarter was probably the best quarter a team has played against Buckeye Central in the tournament.
In the tournament. Okay, I was going to say.
Yes, in the tournament.
Shelby, but
no.
Absolutely, because it was a runaway in each of their 4 tournament games in the district level, but that was a good test, and they passed it with flying colors in that second quarter. 10 of 17 from the line, 2 of 8 only for Springfield as we welcome you back inside our Civista Bank post-game. Score by quarter, 14-8 Buckeye Central after 1. But then a 19-5 second quarter, that 6-0 run. So there's only a 13-5 advantage until the last couple seconds of the half to take the 33-13 lead into the break. 10-8 in the third, 18-7 in the fourth for your 61-28 victory. Individual scoring, first for Springfield, Jacey Mullen fouls out, 9 points, a team high. 4 points for Claudia Pifher. 3 points each for Brungard, Bajoni, and 2 points for Grace Venturella. 19 points to lead everybody, Emily Siesel. 10 points each for Claudia Pifher, Riley Cancer, and Kennedy Deppin, playing one of the best games she's had as a Buckette this season. 4 points for Paige Colleen, 2 points for Julia Evac, and a couple others by some of the backups, 3 with 2 each. So 9 players into the scoring column for the Buckettes. With your final score one more time, 61-28. And we can now update part of this, as the Buckettes will now take on the winner of the game. It's getting warmed up right now. They'll take on either Dowton.
Yes,
Gotta
Dowton.
say it right.
We remember that from our volleyball
Not
coverage
Dalton,
as well.
Dowton or Bristol. One of those two will take on the Buckettes in the Division IV Regional Championship Saturday at 7 o'clock. But we have a lot more in terms of live streams right now going on. You have Western Reserve Willard as well as Huron Norwalk. Those two
both
games
walking,
live and free.
Walking through their pregame right now.
Right here on the Facebook timeline, as well as our main and Channel 1 pages on our YouTube. But tomorrow, Hayden and I will be at Pete Henry Gymnasium for the biggest game that the Shelby Lady Whippets have played since 1992, when their head coach, Natalie Lance, was playing for a spot in the Final Four. They take on Bishop Hartley, who upset 6th-ranked Toledo Central Catholic on Tuesday night. Shelby, Bishop Hartley, Elite 8, D2. 7 o'clock. We'll be on about 6:45 with pregame. And then the Division IV Willard and Division IV Findlay District Championship games. Old Fork and Calvert. Brian Skoronsky will be on the call from Findlay. That game tips off at 7. And then South Central Margaretta, Garrett Parlett, Storm Blunchley will be on the call about 6:50 with that one. But here, it's time to wrap things up, Hayden.
Yeah, fantastic game. And, hey, you know what? I'm going to steal it from you. I want to thank everyone tonight. First off, I want to start by thanking Travis Berardi, not only play-by-play commentator, but my director this evening, keeping stats, doing it all. I want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors that were a part of this broadcast tonight. You know who you are. And, hey, like we said, Buckeye Central Nation, if you want to hop on for for Saturday, we got a spot left, so reach out to us. I'll give you a thank you. But for tonight, pregame, halftime, postgame, Civista Bank, thank you. Scoreboard, First Federal Community Bank, and player of the game, Siesel Distributing. Our commercial sponsors, North Central State College, Freedom Festival, Ohio, and Frito Lay.
I'm going to jump back in because I want to thank the folks here at Perry High School, as well as the OHSA for allowing us to bring these games to you live and free. Also want to thank Brian Skoronsky, Jory Hollenbeck, Adam Thompson back at OH Report and BS Media Productions. But most importantly, we want to thank you, the fans, for watching. For Buckeye Central faithful, like I said, we do have a spot open for our sponsorship for our replays. If you would like to sponsor, contact Brian Skoronsky, Brian at OH.REPORT. And we will see you back here on Saturday night as Buckeye Central looks to get back to the Final Four. But for now, for Hayden Gray, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Perry.